Hey everyone, Camille here from Alleviate Fitness Training. Today we have a new installment on how to use gym equipment. So we're going to go through tons of different exercises that can be done with this ladder bar or Swiss bar, goes by many names. So stay tuned and check it out. Alright, so how to use gym equipment. So if you've ever come across this type of barbell at your gym and wondered what's the purpose of it, how do you use it, this video is going to cover all of that, and we'll go through exercises for all the major muscle groups. Alright, so first things first, this is a Rogue Swiss bar. We're not sponsored by Rogue or anything like that, but we do really enjoy their equipment. So now this bar goes by many different names. So I've heard it called close grip bar, Swiss bar, football bar, and even ladder bar because it has all these rungs on it. So basically, it's a lot different than your traditional barbell because instead of having an overhand or underhand grip, it allows you to have that neutral or thumbs up grip. So you may be wondering, why is that beneficial? Why would someone want to train in that neutral grip with the barbell? So there's several different reasons why a person may want to do that. The primary reasons, usually because they have some kind of shoulder tweak or something going on or discomfort when using that overhand grip with the barbell. Anytime you have that overhand grip, there's a lot of pressure and tension on that shoulder joint. And a lot of times you can alleviate that by doing the thumbs up neutral grip. But the problem that people run into is if they're using dumbbells, a lot of times they can't progressively overload the same way that they could with a barbell. And that's where these type of Swiss bars become really handy, because instead of being locked into that overhand or underhand or limited by your grip with the dumbbells, you can really load up the weight on this type of bar. So other reasons, sometimes people get stagnant with their training. It gets boring, monotonous, and they want to switch it up. Great way to switch it up. Same goes if you're plateauing on using dumbbells or barbells and you need to push past that plateau, tossing in a ladder bar really could help with that as well because you're training in a slightly different mechanism. So lots of different benefits and reasons why you would use this, but let's go ahead and jump right into some of the exercises. Alright, so let's try something for back. So the bent over Swiss bar row, same thing. We're going to have a shoulder width grip. We're going to hinge at the hips. And anytime you're doing a hip hinge movement, you're really training those lats, rhomboids, traps, even the posterior delts. So pull to your stomach, squeeze, and back down. Really stretch those lats and squeeze. Just like this. You're going to notice that you can do a whole lot more weight with this neutral grip opposed to overhand. And the beauty of this Swiss bar is it's got multiple positions, right? So the further out I go, I'm training different parts of my back. So with this really wide grip, I'm changing the emphasis more towards upper back, right? So it's upper traps, rear delt, all working. And a completely different feel than with the hands closer in. Just like that. Alright, another exercise that you can do for back is going to be a chest supported row. So grab your incline bench, place it on a 45-degree angle. You'll have your Swiss bar down here like this. I'm just demonstrating so I don't have weights, but you would have bumper plates or some kind of weight plates on it. You want to lay face down. Again, just let your arms hang and grab the bar, and then pull up to your chest and squeeze, just like this. Same thing as the bent over row. You can change the width of your grip, so you can come even further out, and we're changing the emphasis again to more upper back, just like this. Now there's different ways you can do chest supported. I actually would probably prefer a seal row. A seal row, you just have a flat bench and you elevate it on bumper plates, or if you have like step-up boxes, and then your whole body's laying across. So you really can lift from dead hang. And that's the benefit of doing it chest supported, is that you can't use momentum the way you can on the bent over row, right? I can still use a little bit of momentum to get that barbell up. Here, you can't, momentum's gone. So really great exercise for that back. All right, so for chest exercises, the money exercise is gonna be a chest press. It's a compound, great way to progressively overload. And again, it's way more comfortable on that shoulder joint. So go ahead, grab your bar. You wanna be about shoulder width, come down, explode up. So explode, lower slow, just like this. Now you have options with the width. Again, I recommend starting with about shoulder width, but you can also go wider if you want a lot more chest activation. Keeping it pretty close, you're gonna get a little more tricep. So definitely different options here with this one. Just be careful racking it. There you go, make sure you're in those hooks. Another option for chest that you have is to do a push-up on the Swiss bar. So use your J hooks or your safety bars. You want to press the bar up against them just like that. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then with that neutral grip, about shoulder width, grab your bar and perform your push-up. Make sure you're keeping your back in line with your glutes and your legs, nice and flat, and come down and push up. Now this is really great. Sometimes when people are doing push-ups on the floor, they have a lot of pain in their wrists based on how the hands gotta be bent. So if this is you and you can't really do push-ups for that reason, the Swiss bar is great because we're neutral grip. It's also great if you need to build up that wrist strength and mobility. So just like that, you do have to be careful. It can rotate, which again requires you to use a lot of stabilization. And then you can also do exercises like elbows tucked if you want a little more tricep emphasis, just like that. And then we can also go really wide, like this. So lots of different options for the push-up. Really fantastic exercise for you to give a try. All right, so if you didn't already burn out your triceps doing the close grip push-ups or close grip chest press, you can always do skull crushers. So grab your bar, press it up, move those arms backwards, and now we're gonna flex at the elbow, just like this. Now I would do this later in your workout as opposed to the beginning. You wanna really make sure those elbows are nice and warmed up, but just like this. And it's pretty challenging, y'all, so be really careful with this one. But one of the great things is you really don't have to worry too much about dropping it on yourselves. You can just let go behind you because it'll clear your head just like that. But really good. Plus you have a thumbs up grip, so you're really able to emphasize that long head of the tricep, which is the biggest head. So definitely give it a try. Burn out those triceps. So for those shoulders, you can always take the Swiss bar and do an overhead press. This would be similar to your Viking press that you would do with dumbbells, or even a log press for strongman. So if you're looking to build up strength for those particular exercises, it's a great option for you. So again, you want to be about shoulder width, grab your barbell, and then I always like staggered stance for this, but you really do want to protect the lower back and not overextend it. So press straight up, and you do want to come slightly back as you're overhead, so you can really squeeze those shoulders. So just like that. Again, if staggered stance not comfortable, you can do feet straight on. But again, squeeze the glutes a little bit to protect the lower back. Really brace that core and press overhead. So again, as soon as you clear the base, you want to come backwards slightly. Just like that. Now with this one, a lot of people really do like the neutral grip. It's a lot of strain to have those shoulders abducted backwards while you're pressing. So having that neutral grip and bringing them in really alleviates some of that tension. So if you're one that says, no way, can't overhead press, I've got a lot of pain, definitely try the Swiss bar for your overhead press. Another exercise you can do for the shoulders is going to be the front raise. And a lot of people don't think about this, but actually having the thumbs up grip is a lot friendlier on the shoulders than having the dumbbells or barbell parallel with the floor. So grab your bar, neutral grip, about shoulder width, come straight up and down, just like this. Now this bar is pretty heavy for me. I probably wouldn't do this. I'm not at that level, but if you are, then absolutely, it's a great way to progressively overload the front raise and get those gains on that front delt. So definitely give it a try if you can. So for biceps, the main thing that you would do here would be a hammer barbell curl. So we can grab this, we want to be about shoulder width with the grip, and then come up, squeeze, and lower slow. So again, we got that thumbs up grip, that hammer grip, which is really great for the biceps, but you're getting a lot of forearm activation too. You can kind of see how my forearms are flexing throughout the motion, but the key here is to control going up and the lowering part, especially the lowering part. You really want to take your time and control this barbell. The barbell itself weighs about 44 pounds or so, and they come in different weights, so it may not be their standard 45-pound barbell that you're used to. All right, let's talk about legs. You have a couple of really great options for legs with the Swiss bar. The number one pick I would have for this would be a front squat. So grab your barbell, hold it just up like this, feet hip width, and squat down. Anytime you got the barbell out front like this, it's a really great quad exercise. And obviously squats are really great for glutes too, but really great option. It's really comfortable. I don't know if you guys have tried barbell front squats, but having your wrist flipped up like this and holding the barbell, man, by the time you're done, you feel like your wrist is broken. So you can get rid of that just by grabbing the bar, nice neutral grip, and squatting, just like that. All right. All right, another great leg exercise is gonna be a single leg Romanian deadlift. It's gonna be really great for those hamstrings and glutes. So grab the bar shoulder width, pick one foot up, hinge at the hip. You want a nice deep stretch, and then back up, just like this. You're gonna find this a lot more stable than having two dumbbells. And man, we can load up the weight. Yes. So definitely grab this Swiss bar and get to those Romanian deadlifts. All right, if you thought there wasn't an ab exercise, you were wrong. We can do Swiss bar rollouts, very similar to ab wheel. So if you've ever used one of these, you typically have this overhand grip, and this puts a lot of stress on those shoulders. In fact, I have a lot of clients with shoulder injuries. Ab wheel is just out of the question for them. But if that causes problems or you have wrist issues, definitely try the Swiss bar rollout. Because of that neutral grip, it's a lot friendlier on those shoulder joints. So again, grab it shoulder width, and we're just gonna roll out as far as you can go and back up. You wanna maintain a slight bend in the elbow just to protect them, but just like that. In addition to abs, this really forces you to work on your grip straight. Like I am squeezing this handle really hard, so I can definitely feel it there too, but just like that. And if you've been following James and I for a while, you know the ab wheel is one of our top 3 abdominal exercises. So if you're one of those people that just can't do it because of the hand position, then this gives you definitely an option to try. So now that you've seen all the different variations and exercises you can do with the Swiss bar, let's talk about how do you incorporate this into your workout routine. So again, if you have some kind of specific discomfort with one of the exercises with a traditional barbell, you easily could replace that particular exercise with the Swiss bar. Another way you could work this in is you could replace all of your major compounds with the Swiss bar and just use this. I've seen clients do that, especially when they get a little bored or again they plateaued. So they'll just pull out all the barbell exercises and use this variation. You could also do like an alternating pattern where 1 week Swiss bar, next week's traditional barbell. Another option too would be just to work it in like an accessory lift. So hit your major traditional barbell exercise and then follow it up with the Swiss bar version of that same exercise. So lots of different ways to incorporate them, but again, just to recap, one of the main benefits with the Swiss bar is just how ergonomically more sound it is for the elbows and shoulders as you're performing the exercises. So definitely give it a try. I hope you've enjoyed this how to use gym equipment video. Definitely check out the others in this segment of videos. We have a whole playlist for it. So as always, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Camille, 88 Fitness Training.